So here we have a youth pitcher. He's probably about 10 or 11 years old, and we're going to take a look at the before and after here. Now, we made some adjustments on his starting position and then a couple of ideas as he's going down the mound into foot strike that are going to translate into some really good gains as far as stride length, velocity, depth of release point, all the good stuff. So now on the left, you see him make his move, and we'll freeze it at foot strike there. And his after was on the right. We go into foot strike there, roughly the same position. So now let's take a measurement of the units we have on the video here. Before he gets to about 210. Now let's compare that same distance on the after. He's picked up a little more. He's up to about 216. So that's a good sign. Now as we continue forward and go ahead to about where he is at release point, you'll also see the difference. Now notice that you're going to see a little bit more torso tilt going towards the target on the right, and that's a symptom of a little more aggressive move into foot strike and a lot more energy coming up through the system out to the baseball. So let's take a look at the diagonal measurement. Gets you about 275 beforehand, and then it goes up to 290 afterwards. So a lot more release point distance, less time for the hitter to see the ball, all kinds of successful stuff happening. If we measure the horizontal length as well, you'll see 200 on the left, and then he goes up to 227, which is a good 10% increase of release point. And then when you go ahead and look at from roughly the same point in the motion, we're going to start right about where the hands break. So they're in the same spot. Now, if we track both videos together, what you'll see is a lot more aggressive move on the right, and he goes further and faster, and then all that energy rotates up through the baseball. So he's already finished his pitch and the ball's out of the hand on the right before he's even got himself down on the ground on the left. And then when we go ahead and play the video forward, what you notice is on the finish, all the energy's coming through, and he finishes back leg coming through to the target, whereas on the left, he barely gets his energy through and not much on it. So we had some pretty good results with this kid. He did a good job.